And we welcome you to Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado. It is Game 6 of the 2025-2026 season playthrough. Game 6 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals, part of my NBA 2K content. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. The Rockets are looking to try to close the series out once again. As we see the starting lineups, we got Aaron Holiday, Amen Thompson, Kevin Durant, Jabari Smith Jr., and Alperen Sengun for the Nuggets, and for the Rockets, I say. And for the Nuggets, we got Jamal Murray, Tim Hardaway Jr., Cameron Johnson, Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. Despite 45 points from Kevin Durant in game number 5, the Nuggets were able to avoid elimination. Another triple-double by Nikola Jokic, as we see the Rockets will win the tip. Kevin Durant coming around, and that is no good. Johnson with the rebound. This is the first of 4 game 6s here in this first round of play. See Jamal Murray for 3, and the Nuggets are on top, 3-0 already. The Nuggets came back from 13 down in the second half to defeat the Rockets 123-119 to avoid elimination. Smith Jr. for 3. That is no good. Jokic grabbing the rebound. Cameron Johnson holding on to it right now. 15 on the shot clock here. Already Jokic, and Jokic with the bucket, and it's 5-0 already for the Nuggets. As said, the Nuggets are looking to try to be the first team to force a Game 7. The Rockets looking to try to close this series out. Holiday over to Amen Thompson, back over to Kevin Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Durant for 3. That's in there, and the Rockets are on the board. Series has been highly contested, exception of game number 4 when the Nuggets won 125-79 in this building to go up 3-1. As you see Jokic coming around, that's in there. That's 4 points for him, and a lead up to 4 for the Nugs. Over a minute and a half into the game. Kevin Durant. That's a shot up. That is no good. Jokic grabbing the rebound. Nikola Jokic over to Jamal Murray for 3. No good. Kevin Durant with a rebound. In there to Amen Thompson. He's going to come around with the bucket. That's good. Nuggets within 2 right now, or Rockets within 2 right now. 7-5 early on here as we're Hardaway Jr. for 3 off the back iron. No good. Then Jabari Smith Jr. grabbing the rebound. Over to Amen Thompson. Thompson dishing over to Durant. Durant for 3. No good. Aaron Gordon grabbing the rebound. Jokic has it, but now he dishes over to Johnson. Johnson coming around over to Murray. Murray with the bucket. No good. See Durant 1 of 4 shooting, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Holiday for 3. That's in there, and the Rockets are on top by 1. Jokic will inbound it to Murray as he's crossing the half-court line. 20 on the shot clock here. Over to Cameron Johnson. 15 on the shot clock. We're now 3 minutes into the first quarter. The Rockets leading it by 1. Jamal Murray, that shot is up. That's going to fall in, and the Nuggets are on top again. Look at Jamal Murray averaging 30 points a game so far in this first round series. 3 rebounds and 7.2 assists per game. Those are her statistics for on average so far for the first 5 games of the series. Thompson over to Sengun. Sengun back to Thompson. Thompson with the slam dunk, and the Rockets lead it by 1. Look at Amen Thompson averaging 17.2 points per game during the regular season. Murray holds on to it right now. We have 12 on the shot clock. That was Tim Hardaway Jr. for 3. That's no good. Jabari Smith Jr. Baseball pass to Thompson, and Thompson with the bucket, and the Rockets on top by 3. Look on the road statistics for Amen Thompson during the regular season. 17.6 points per game away from the Toyota Centers. We have a timeout called by the Nuggets. 7:56 to play in the first. The Rockets up by 3. We are back here at Ball Arena. It's a 3-point lead for the Rockets here just over 4 minutes into the first quarter. The Rockets, their second attempt to try to close the series out. They lead the series 3-2. They failed to do that in game number 5. Triple-double by Nikola Jokic was part of the reason why they were able to overcome a 45-point effort by Kevin Durant. As you see Durant, as I mentioned, with the steal now. Durant Only has 3 points so far in this game. Finds Şengün. 10 on the shot clock. Finds it over to Amen Thompson. Thompson over to Şengün. Şengün with the slam dunk. And it's a 6-0 run by the Rockets, and the lead is up to 5. Thompson gets the assist there. Jamal Murray being guarded by... That's not Thompson, that's... As you see, Jokic. That's Smith Jr., I believe that was guarding him. That was Holiday. Never mind, Aaron Holiday is number 0. Gosh, getting confused now. Smith Jr. And he's fouled, and that is a reach-in foul called against Jokic. That's his first personal foul. First team fouls. We have our first substitutions out on the court. Holiday's going to take a seat. Tari Eason's going to come in, and Kevin Durant will move to shooting guard. Thompson. There's Şengün. Şengün, that he misses it, but he gets his own layup, rebound, and the putback. And it's now a 7-point lead for the Rockets. An 8-0 run currently by them. Johnson. Already Jokic. Got 10 on the shot clock. 8 on the shot clock now. 3 on the shot clock. Jokic. He'll put the jumper up. That is no good. Durant grabbing the rebound. This is over to Amen Thompson. Thompson coming around the layup. That's good. And we have another timeout called by the Nuggets. 6:07 to play in the first. A 9-point lead for the Rockets. They are currently on a 10-0 run. Coming out of timeout here in Denver. 18-9, the Rockets lead. They are currently on a 10-0 run right now. 6:07 to play in the first quarter. The Rockets win. They move on to play the Oklahoma City Thunder in the Western Conference semifinals. And there's a 3 by Tim Hardaway Jr. as we're over halfway through the first quarter. That puts an end to that 10-0 run. Eason over to Thompson right now. 13 on the shot clock. Durant for 3. No good. Aaron Gordon grabbing the rebound. Rockets out rebounding the Nuggets 7-5 right now. So we got 13 on the shot clock. Jokic. This over to Murray. Murray for 3. That's in there. 6 quick points, and the Nuggets within 3. Eason over to Kevin Durant. Durant. You should back over to Thompson here. 10 on the shot clock. Thompson over to Smith Jr. That's no good. Jokic grabbing a rebound. Over to Hardaway Jr. for 3. That's in there. 9 quick points, and the Nuggets have tied the game at 18. Şengün feeds it over to Durant. Durant. Who's that? That is Thompson. That's no good. Hardaway Jr. grabbing the rebound. A 9-0 run by the Nuggets is the reason this game is tied. Over to Murray. Murray coming around the layup. That's no good. Jabari Smith Jr. grabbing the rebound. Rockets going the other way. Durant with it now. Under 4.5 to play. Durant, jump shot. Good. And that ends the 9-0 run as Kevin Durant and the Rockets are on top by 2. Jamal Murray holding on to it right now. 15 on the shot clock. Got 10 on the shot clock. Over to Jokic. Back over to Johnson. Johnson for 3. That's good. And the Nuggets lead it by 1. An extended 12-2 run by the Nuggets. And it's 21-20. Durant coming around. That is good. 7 points for him early on. And the Rockets lead it by 1. Hardaway Jr. crossing the half-court line. He's got 3.5 minutes to play in the first. That three-pointer attempt, no good. Jokic gets the offensive rebound, but he'll miss that one. It's Tari Eason grabbing the rebound. And that is no good for Aaron Gordon as Johnson has it over to Jamal Murray. Murray back over to Johnson to shoot it over to Jokic. 10 on the shot clock. Jokic, jumper, good. Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets are on top once again. We see here, look at his stats, just a shade under a triple-double right now for the for Jokic, the league MVP. Şengün for three, no good. Johnson grabbing a rebound. And I say the league MVP for the season playthrough. See Murray for three, that's no good. Şengün with the rebound. Over to Eason, back over to Smith Jr. He'll get the layup, that's good. The Rockets on top by one. If you like what you see so far, hit the like button, comment on this video. If you're new and you like what you see, in addition to liking and comment on this video, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do drop. As you see, Jabari Smith Jr. layup, no good, gets his offensive rebound. He'll get the second chance points there, and the Rockets on top by three. The largest lead was 9. I see Jokic, jump shot, no good. Şengün grabbing a rebound. Over to Durant. Durant, I believe that's a three-point attempt, no good. Hardaway Jr. with the rebound. Got Nikola Jokic over to Murray, and that's rejected. I believe that's Amen Thompson that had the block there. Smith Jr. has it. Under 90 seconds of play in the first. The Rockets leading at 26-23, Game 6 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals series. Durant for three, no good. Johnson grabbing a rebound. Over to Jokic, Johnson with it. He'll get the layup, that's good. Nuggets within one. We see Nikola Jokic at a 43% assist percentage. Not sure what some of these advanced stats are, but we do have a timeout called by the Rockets. 57.9 to play in the first quarter. The Rockets leading it by one. We're going to take a timeout. Coming out of timeout here, let's look at the lineup set for the Rockets here. Shepherd, Thompson, Eason, Finney-Smith, and Capella. And for the Denver Nuggets, we have Murray, Braun, Brown, Watson, Valanciunas. Those are the lineup set for the final 57.9 in this first quarter. Dorian Finney-Smith checking, one of the players checking into the game, as well as Reed Shepherd. Reed Shepherd will pass it up. There's Finney-Smith. No good. Brown grabbing the rebound. 40 seconds of play in the first here in this game number 6. Murray, 10 on the shot clock. Over to Braun. Watson for three. No good. Thompson grabbing a rebound here. Shot clock is still on. 14 on the shot clock here. Holding on to it right now. 5 on the shot clock. Capella over to Shepherd. Shepherd for three. No good. Valanciunas grabbing a rebound, and that will do it. I'm not sure if that would have counted if it went in, but either way, nice job anyway. We are at the end of the first quarter. The Nuggets leading at 26-25 in a very competitive first quarter so far. We'll be back to start the second quarter after this. All set to start the second quarter. Valanciunas will inbound it to Brown. So it's Valanciunas, Brown, Watson, I think. As there's the slam dunk right there, and the lead is up to 1 again for the Nuggets are on top by 1 again. So we got Thompson, Eason, Okogie, Dorian Finney-Smith. And that is no good. Valanciunas, Murray. Then we got Christian Braun, Bruce Brown, and Watson out on the court for the Nuggets. That's the lineup set here. Murray, that is no good. So we have Finney-Smith, Okogie. 16 rebounds for the Rockets. They led the league, by the way. So it's Finney-Smith, Okogie. We have Eason, Thompson, and Capella. Okay, so that took me a while to get the lineup set for you guys. Eason for three. That's in there. And the Rockets regain the lead. They're up by 2. Jamal Murray over to Christian Braun, and Braun will tie the game at 29. Murray with the assist. They have 10 assists so far in this game for the Nuggets. They averaged 29.5. That was second in the league. A minute and a half into the second quarter here, tied at 29. Okogie for three. No good. Valanciunas grabbing a rebound. Is it over to Brown? Bruce Brown. They shoot it back over to Murray here. 14 on the shot clock. Over to Braun, and Braun's got to step out of bounds. That'll be Rockets ball. Substitution coming out on the court. There is Aaron Holiday coming into the game, checking in for Josh Okogie. Holiday moving to point guard. Thompson back to shooting guard. 29 all, as I said. Again, a Rockets win. They'll finish the series off, and they will travel to OKC to start their second round series. A win for the Nuggets, and we're back in Houston for Game 7. Thompson, jump shot, no good. Valanciunas with the rebound. Here over Christian Braun. Bruce Brown with it now. Feeds Jamal Murray. We have 10 on the shot clock now. Murray finds Valanciunas. Back over to Murray. Murray with the layup, and the Nuggets are on top by 2 again. I believe the largest lead of the game for the Nuggets was 3. The Rockets, I know for sure, had a 9-point lead. Thompson coming around. That's in there, and we are tied at 31, and we will have a timeout called. Ahmed Thompson with 10 points. We're going to take a timeout as well. 9:07 to play in the second. We are tied at 31. Back here in Denver, we're tied at 31 with just a little under 3 minutes into the second quarter. And let's see here. I know both teams are in the postseason in real life. Right now, we got the Nuggets actually in a little bit of a dogfight, actually, at the time of this recording in their Game 4 against the Timberwolves. T-Wolves, at the time of this recording, lead the series 2-1, but I have a feeling that game will be over with. The IRL game will be over with by the time this will be over with. Yeah, that game is early third quarter, actually. I'm looking at the monitors right now. Multitasking. You see Ahmed Thompson. That bucket is no good. So 3.5 minutes into this game. So the Nuggets showing that series 2-1 to the Timberwolves. We'll find out how that series goes. Watson for 3, no good. And this will be out, actually, I think, before Game 5 of their series between the two series. Series between the two. I see Eason coming around. Count it. The Rockets are on top once again. As Reed Shepard checks into the game for Clint Capella. Oh, no, that's Alperen Sengun. Never mind. For the Rockets and for the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic checking back into the game for Valanciunas. The Rockets, though, on the other hand, they're not looking that good. They're down 3-0 after an overtime loss in Game 3 to the Lakers. And their season could be over with in real life. As you see Jamal Murray with the 3. He averaged 27 points per game at home during the regular season. But the Rocket season in real life could actually be over with before this video comes out. And there is a 3-second violation against the Rockets. Substitution out on the court. Let's see here. Tim Hardaway Jr. checking back into the game. Same with Cameron Johnson. We are tied at 34 right now. Hardaway Jr. for 3. That is no good. Ahmed Thompson grabbing a rebound. Thompson coming around. He has 10 points already. Eason for 3. No good. And Jokic will grab the rebound. Jokic over to Braun. Braun. That is no good. Finney-Smith grabbing a rebound. So we're about 5 minutes into the second quarter. We are tied at 34. Finney-Smith back to Thompson. 9 on the shot clock. Thompson. And he'll lose it as Christian Braun grabbing a rebound. Braun coming around over to Hardaway Jr. for 3. No good, and that's going to go out of bounds. Who is it off of? They said last off the Rockets. So retain Nuggets possession here as Kevin Durant checking back in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Tari Eason moving to power forward. And for the Nuggets, got Holiday, Hardaway Jr., Johnson, Gordon, and Jokic. That is the lineup set there. Murray coming around. 6 on the shot clock, and that's going to be a shooting foul called against Aaron Holiday. His first personal foul. First team foul called against the Nuggets, or the Rockets in the second quarter. Murray's going to go to the line shooting 2. As I said, a lot up for grabs, as I keep mentioning here in this Game 6 of this Western Conference Quarterfinals series. If you like what you're watching so far, hit the like button and comment on this video. As you see, Murray will hit the first one. And also, if you are new to this channel and you like what you see, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And also, if you're able to support me financially and you're inclined to donate to my Cash App, the link is in the description down below, as we will have a timeout called. 6:32 to play in the second. The Nuggets lead it by 2. We are back in Denver. 36-34. Nuggets on top after Jamal Murray hit the 2 free throws. 6:32 to play in the second, as this is the first of 4 Game 6s here in the first round of my season playthrough playoffs. As we see Kevin Durant crossing the half-court line. 3 series still left to be determined for the... They're still going on right now in the Western Conference. Only one is still taking place in the Eastern Conference in this first round. Thompson over to Şengün. Şengün with the layup, and we are tied at 36. Thompson with the assist. Jamal Murray crossing the half-court line here. We are tied at 36 halfway through the second quarter. Very highly contested game to this point right now. And, whoa, I don't know what happened, but Jokic will get the rebound off that miss as Şengün called for his first personal foul, second team foul against the Rockets here. So Jokic is going to go to the line shooting 2. He's had, I think, 3 triple-doubles in this series so far, and he's averaging a shade under a triple-double here. Maybe need to have like 12 assists to actually get that up to 10 to maybe average a triple-double, and he'll miss the first one. Let's see, Thompson going to go to the bench for Finney-Smith. Jokic shoots it, and will sink the second one. The Nuggets on top by 1. Durant crossing the half-court line. Initiative over to Eason. 15 on the shot clock. 1-point lead for the Nuggets. Finney-Smith over to Holiday. Holiday. 2 on the shot clock. Holiday will put the shot up, but that is no good. Şengün getting the offensive rebound in the put-in, and the Rockets regain the lead. They lead it by 1. Jamal Murray crossing the half-court line. Got 15 on the shot clock. Murray coming around the layup, and he's going to go to the line shooting 2 as Holiday called for his second personal foul. Third team foul called against the Rockets. Murray shot 2 free throws earlier in the game, right before a timeout was called. So Jamal Murray with a chance to put the Nuggets on top again. Fast break points, 13 for the Nuggets. 6 second chance points already as Murray will hit the first one. And we are tied at 38. Next video we will be staying in the Western Conference, as we'll have Game 6 of the Western Conference Quarterfinal Series featuring the 5th-seeded Lakers and the 4th-seeded Timberwolves. That one coming to you in Los Angeles, where the Lakers lead that series 3-2. Murray will hit the second one. 39-38. That's for 5 minutes to play until halftime. You have yet to see Durant. No, wait a minute. Durant is out there. And he'll shoot the three. No good. And that's going to go out of bounds. Nuggets ball. Let's see here. Valanciunas, I think. No. Braun's coming into the game now. He'll be at the shooting guard for Jamal Murray. Tim Hardaway Jr. moving to point guard. Braun, I should say, crossing the half-court line. Back over to Tim Hardaway Jr. here. They're leading it by 1. 3-ball for Hardaway Jr. That's in there, and the lead up to 4. That's their largest lead of the game. 4.5 to play here in the second. 42-38. That's a three-pointer, no good. Braun grabbing a rebound over to Johnson. The rebounds are 21-20 in favor of the Rockets right now. Rockets, as I said, looking to try to advance to the next round. And there's an illegal screen called against Aaron Gordon. And that will be Rockets ball. Holiday, oh Holiday, he took the inbound for the Rockets. Okay, enough of that now. Finney Smith will miss that one. Hardaway Jr. grabbing the rebound. Under 4 to play in the second. Christian Braun holding on to it right now. Back over to Jokic. Jokic back to Braun. Braun for 3. No good, but Jokic will get the offensive rebound in the put-in, and the lead is up to 6. Nikola Jokic averaging 29.5 points in the regular season. 6-point lead is the largest lead for the Nuggets. The Rockets led by as many as 9 in that first quarter. Şengün with the bucket there, and the lead down to 4. Eason will get the assist. Braun feeds over to Nikola Jokic. 13 on the shot clock. And there's, oh wow, that was a failed alley-oop there as Gordon missed the dunk. You see Durant has it. Under 3 to play here in the second. KD missing that one. 10 on the shot clock. Over to Eason. Back over to Holiday. Holiday for 3. No good. Aaron Gordon with the rebound. Nikola Jokic crossing the half-court line with Hardaway Jr. Johnson with it. 15 on the shot clock. Over to Nikola Jokic. 2.5 to play until halftime. Johnson over to Jokic. We have 5 on the shot clock. Over to Hardaway Jr. He'll shoot the 3. That's in there. The Nuggets lead it by 7. That's now their largest lead of the game. KD dishing it over to Holiday. Holiday back to Durant. Durant rejected. I believe that was Christian Braun with the rejection. Johnson with it. Durant only 7 points on 3 of 11 shooting, 3 rebounds. He's picking a terrible time right now to have a bad game. As Jokic with the bucket, he has 11 points, and the lead is up to 9 for the Nuggets. That's their largest. Both teams have led by as many as 9. Durant almost lost it for a second. Durant puts the shot up, no good, but Alperen Şengün will get the tip in off the offensive rebound. Stops the bleeding for a second for the Rockets. Hardaway Jr. shoots from the free throw line off the back iron, no good, but Jokic gets the offensive rebound in the put-in. That's 13 for him. Shooting 60% from the field. Lead up to 9 again. Minute to play here in the second. Holiday over to Finney Smith. Shoot over to Holiday. To Şengün. Şengün with the slam dunk, and the lead is down to 7. The Rockets 20 of 47, the Nuggets 19 of 42 right now shooting. 51-44, the Nuggets on top. 35 seconds to play in the second. There's a pass to Johnson. Johnson for 3, and the Nuggets lead it by 10 with 31 seconds to play exactly in the second quarter. 9 of 22 from beyond the arc for the Nuggets. Only 3 of 17 for the Rockets. Finney Smith. He'll shoot it. Make that 3 of 18 from beyond the arc as Braun grabbing the rebound. Shot clock turned off. Hardaway Jr. back over to Jokic. Jokic And there's Gordon for 3. That's in there. And the lead up to 13. Make that 10 of 23 from beyond the arc. And that's going to be 9 of 19 from beyond the arc, or 3 of 19 from beyond the arc for the Rockets after that miss. We head to halftime here. And the game that the Nuggets need to win to stay alive, they are taking care of business right now. They're leading it 57-44. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. And you're watching the Western Conference Quarterfinals. We're going to send it to halftime, and I'll see you guys in the second half. Coming out of halftime here, it's a 13-point lead for the Nuggets as they're looking to try to stay alive here, as we see Jamal Murray having himself a good first half. Same with Nikola Jokic. Alperen Sengun having a good first half for the Rockets. But one of the big stories right now is the struggle of Kevin Durant. Only 7 points on 3 of 12 shooting in that first half. As we start the second half, no need to make a lineup set here, as the starting 5 for both teams are out on the court to start the second quarter. Jokic. There's a 3-ball right there by Hardaway Jr. That's good. That's 9 assists now for Nikola Jokic with 7 rebounds. So he's close to a triple-double. Smith Jr. for 3. That's in there. Jamal Murray feeding it over to Gordon. 15 on the shot clock. Gordon for 3. That's no good. Durant grabbing the rebound. KD over to Aaron Holiday. Holiday back over to Durant. Back to Holiday. 13 on the shot clock. To Sengun. Sengun feeding it over to Smith Jr. now. Smith Jr. 3 back-to-back threes for the Rockets. What was the 16-point lead, now down to 10 here. So we're a minute and 15 into the third quarter here. 15 on the shot clock for the Nuggets. Murray is trying to come around. Feeds it over to Hardaway Jr. for 3. No good. Smith Jr. grabbing a rebound as we're a minute and a half into the third quarter here. 60-50, the Nuggets on top. A Nuggets win, and we head back to Houston for Game 7. As you see, there's a steal by Johnson there. And then Murray coming around, back over to Johnson. Johnson for 3, nails it, and the lead up to 13 again. Over to Thompson for 3, no good. Gordon grabbing a rebound. See Murray holding on to it. Feeds it to Johnson here. 10 on the shot clock. Jokic over to Gordon. Gordon for 3. That's in there. Aaron Gordon. And the lead up to 16 again. As I said, a Denver win will send the series to a Game 7 in Houston. The Rockets come back from behind win, and you see Amen Thompson for three. That nails it. That's 3 3-pointers here in the third quarter already for the Rockets. They were 3 of 19 altogether in that first half. They're 3 of 4 now in the early part of the third quarter. Johnson for three. That's in there, and the lead back up to 16. Thompson has 13 points for the Rockets. Durant, as I said, only 7 points in that first half on 3 of 12 shooting. There's 10 on the shot clock. Durant will lose that one. Hardaway Jr. with the steal. Over to Jokic. Jokic fishing over to Murray, and that's going to go out of bounds, and that will be Rockets ball. As I said, a Nuggets win we're back in Houston for Game 7. It will be the first guaranteed Game 7 of my season playthrough playoffs first round series. So 3.5 into the third quarter, 69-53 Rockets. But the Rockets come back from behind and win. Then the Rockets will be at Oklahoma City to start their second round series. As you see Durant with a bucket, he needed that one. That's only 9 points for him. The Rockets shooting 45%, the Nuggets right at 50%. Hardaway Jr. finds it over to Jokic. Jokic will put the shot up. That is no good. Şengün grabbing a rebound. Holiday back over to Thompson. Thompson for three. No good. Jokic grabbing the rebound. I think that's 8 for him. He's unofficially 2 away from, I think, a triple-double in this game. Murray will miss that one. Şengün grabbing the rebound. Over to Durant. Back to Smith Jr. for the slam dunk. The Rockets within 12. Jokic will get the slam dunk there and the lead up to 14 again. Nikola Jokic has 15 in this game. I said the Nuggets led on a couple of occasions by as many as 16. Durant coming around, jump shot. That is going to fall in, and he is now double figures. Jamal Murray, and we'll have our first timeout of the second half here. 6:54 to play in the third. We're going to take a timeout as well. 71-59 Nuggets on top. And we are coming out of the timeout here, 71-59. Nuggets on top right now. Game 6. The Nuggets are looking to try to make one more trip to Houston. Both teams want to have a 3-game road trip. For the Rockets, though, they don't want to have a home game. They don't want to have 3 games in 4 nights on the road. They want to have 3 straight games. Because that means the Rockets will have closed out the Nuggets if they come back and win this series. Both teams, whoever comes out of the series, will start on the road at OKC to start that series. They see Şengün with the bucket, and the Rockets within 10 again. They were within 10 to start off the third quarter. Jokic coming around. He'll miss that one. Thompson grabbing a rebound. There's a 3-point attempt. That is no good. Gordon grabbing a rebound. Over to Johnson. We are halfway through the third quarter. Jokic. There's a bucket right there. I believe that's 17 for him, and a lead up to 12 again. Thompson. Coming around. Dish it over to Smith Jr. for 3. No good. Jokic with the rebound. Murray has it. Feeds it over to Johnson. Johnson back to Murray here. 5.5 to play. 15 on the shot clock. Murray for 3. No good. Thompson grabbing a rebound. Smith Jr. Over to Şengün. Şengün with the slam dunk. The Rockets 28 of 60. The Nuggets 27 of 57. 18 on the shot clock right now as we're approaching 5 minutes to play here in the third. If you like what you see, hit the like button and comment on this video. Also, if you are new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, As we see, Jokic is going to go to the line, shooting 2. A Şengün call for his second personal foul, first team foul. As I said, both teams are in the middle of real-life series. We see the Nuggets are in the middle of a series against the Timberwolves. I see Jokic will hit the first one here as Eason going to check into the game for the Rockets for Aaron Holiday. Durant moving to shooting guard, Ahmed Thompson to point guard. As Jokic will hit them both. Right now, the Nuggets actually in real life in their game are actually ahead by 2 points right now in the second half. They're trailing that series 2-1, but as I said, that game will most likely be over with by the time I record this one, as there's a miss right there. Jokic will grab the rebound. Johnson. It's coming around right now. This team up by 12 over to Hardaway Jr. Back over to Gordon. Gordon. 5 on the shot clock. Aaron Gordon passes over to Jokic. Jokic will get the shot up, but he'll miss it. That's off the back iron. Smith Jr. will grab the rebound. Over to Eason. Eason coming around with a bucket. Shot no good. Johnson grabbing the rebound. Under 4 to play in the third. 75-63. Nuggets on top. Nuggets looking to try to force a Game 7 in Houston. Gordon for 3. That's in there, and the lead is up to 15. Or no, that's Johnson, I should say. Johnson has 17 points, 9 of them here in this second quarter, or third quarter, I should say. Got a slew of players on the bench, and that's going to go out of bounds. A turnover against the Rockets. Substitution out on the court. Pickett checking into the game. Braun and Watson also check in for the Nugs. Jokic holding on to it right now. The largest lead for the Nuggets with 16, and that was on like 2 or 3 different occasions. The Rockets have been able to get to within 10 on a couple of occasions here in the third, but have not been able to get into single digits. Jokic will miss that one. Şengün grabbing a rebound. Eason. Tari Eason coming around. That is blocked. If Dorian Finney-Smith will check into the game for Smith Jr. And for the Nugs. Let's see here. Bruce Brown checks into the game. Johnson checks back into the game. And Valanciunas also will check into the game for the first time. Thompson for 3. No good. I said for the first time in the second half. 15-point lead for the Nugs. Brown holding on to it right now. 13 on the shot clock. Over to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Bruce Brown here. 2.5 to play in the third. Brown for 3. No good. And that is hit by the offensive rebound as Christian Braun coming down with it. Over to Brown. Brown for 3. That's no good. Kevin Durant grabbing the rebound. We have KD coming around the layup. That's good. I think that's 13 for Kevin Durant. And the deficit down to 13. As I said, Kevin Durant has been on fire all series as far as shooting goes, but he's been having a poor game here in this Game 6. Braun for 3. That's in there, and the lead is back up to 16, matching their largest lead. Thompson coming down with it. He's going to come around, and he's going to go to the line shooting 2 as Bruce Brown called for his first personal foul, first team foul. I believe those are points in the paint, even though they don't really identify it, but it's 42-24 in favor of the Rockets. Okogie coming into the game for Kevin Durant. And for the Nuggets, let's see, we got Braun, Brown, Watson, Holmes, and Valanciunas. That's the lineup set here as Valanciunas will grab the rebound after the miss. 14-point lead. Make that 17-point lead on the Christian Braun three-pointer right there. That's the largest lead for the Nuggets. Minute 20 to play here in the third. Alperen Sengun. Sengun coming around. He's going to go to the line, shooting 2. Valanciunas called for his second personal foul, second team foul. Sengun will hit the first one. And who's coming into the game now? Holmes is going to take a seat. Hunter Tyson coming into the game now. He'll be at small forward. So the Rockets are actually in the bonus already, but then again, when you get a couple of fouls within the certain last 2 minutes, you'll be in the bonus. Both free throws are made, and a lead down to 15 for the Nuggets here. 1:05 to play here in the third. Valanciunas coming around. Thought about the shot, and he'll take it up anyway, and that's in there, and a lead up to 17 again. The Rockets 20 of 48, and the Nuggets 21 of 44. I don't think that's accurate right now for the field goals, as we're under a minute to play here in the first, or in the third, I should say. Sengun with a bucket. Rockets within 15. Alperen Sengun, 22 points, 20 of those in the paint. He's picking up the scoring-wise for the Rockets. Wow, Durant is having a pretty poor game right now. You see Hunter Tyson over to Bruce Brown here. 10 on the shot clock, back to Valanciunas. Valanciunas back to Brown. Brown for 3. No good, but Valanciunas will get the offensive rebound and the tip in. The lead back up to 17 again. Thompson coming around over to Finney Smith, back to Thompson. 10 on the shot clock, 11 to play in the third. And there, Thompson coming around over to Finney Smith for 3. No good, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. In a game, as I said, the Nuggets need to win to stay alive. They are taking care of business right now. They're leading at 88-71. Will the Nuggets force a game 7? Find out as we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter when we come back. Okay, before we start the fourth quarter here, we look at the State Farm assist of the game, and that goes to Nikola Jokic. That was on a Cameron Johnson bucket there. So we got Tari Eason inbounding it to Holiday. I think Sengun is still, yeah, that's Sengun still out there, as well as Finney Smith. Well, we got Murray, Braun, Valanciunas, Brown, and Watson. That for sure is as Holiday will hit the shot there, and there's within 14. So I know we got, see, there's a three-point attempt. That's in there, and the lead up to 17 again. So I know it's Finney Smith, Holiday, Finney Smith, Eason, Sengun. I see Eason for 3. No good. Kind of hard to get the lineup set here. I wish it was out for both teams instead of just only one team here. As we're a minute into the fourth quarter. Murray for 3. That's in there, and the Nuggets are on top by 20. That's their largest lead. So we got, I think that's a Kogi. So I think that actually officially sets the lineup. Or no, that's not a Kogi. Come on now. Sengun coming around. Sengun with the layup, that's no good, and Valanciunas will get the rebound there. Murray coming around. He's holding on to it right now, 15 on the shot clock. Braun with it. Over to Valanciunas, back to Watson. Braun. Feeding Brown. Brown will shoot the three. No good. Finney-Smith with a rebound. We got Holiday. And that is Okogie. Okay, so that was officially the lineup set. As you see, Şengün with the slam dunk. Okogie will get the assist there. Jokic at the scorer's table trying to check back into the game. And I think Amen Thompson is on the bench as well. Valanciunas coming around, and the lead is up to 20 again. Rockets shooting 33 of 72. The Nuggets 35 of 71. 9.5 to play here in the fourth. 20-point lead for the Nuggets as they're trying to force a Game 7 here. And Şengün, they go to the line shooting 2. Valanciunas called for his first personal foul. That's the first team foul called against the Nuggets here in the fourth quarter. And we are actually at the end of the third quarter in the real-life Nugget game against the Timberwolves, and the Nuggets are actually trailing 82-78 going into the fourth quarter in that game. Definitely know that this game will be out before the Game 5, as you see Şengün hitting the first one. Jae'Sean Tate coming into the game. And for the Nuggets, let's see, Jokic is in. And let me see, I think that might be Zeke Nnaji. I don't know. But for the Rockets in real life, by the time this video could come out, they might be done for the season in real life. See Jamal Murray taking the inbound, crossing the half-court line. Their team up by 18. Jokic. 9 on the shot clock. Finds Nnaji. Nnaji for 3. No good. Şengün grabbing a rebound. Jae'Sean Tate. Over to Holiday. Back to Şengün. Şengün feeds it over to Tate. Tate for 3. No good. Jokic with the rebound. I think he's now unofficially a triple-double now. I could be wrong. Brown will miss that one. Nnaji will get the offensive rebound. Murray for 3. No good. Easton grabbing a rebound. Holiday with it. Over to Okogie. Okogie with the layup. That's good. Rockets within 16. Under 8.5 to play in the fourth. 96-80. Murray over to Jokic. Jokic for 3. No good. But look at the tip in by that's not Jamal Murray. That was Nnaji, I think. And we have a timeout called by the Rockets here. 8:10 to play in the fourth. Nuggets leading by 18. We'll be back. Coming out of the timeout here. 18-point lead for the Nuggets. Let's see. Holiday, Okogie, Easton Smith Jr., and Şengün. The lineup set for the Rockets. And for the Nugs, it's Peyton Watson checking in for Zeke Nnaji. Everybody else is still out there here. Tari Eason. Dishing it over to Josh Okogie. 13 on the shot clock here as we're approaching 8 minutes of play in the fourth. Okogie, 8 on the shot clock. Coming around, back over to Şengün. Şengün with the bucket that's in there. 98-82. Watson. 7:40 to play here in the fourth. Braun for 3. No good. Holiday grabbing a rebound. Tari Eason. Okogie with the bucket. No good. Christian Braun grabbing the rebound. Braun dishes over to Murray. Murray for 3. No good. Okogie with the rebound. Holiday feeds it over to Okogie. Back over to Smith Jr. 10 on the shot clock. Over to Şengün. Şengün for 3. No good. Peyton Watson grabbing a rebound. 7 minutes to play here in the fourth. 98-82. And once again, a Denver win. And see Murray with the bucket and the lead up to 19. That's a three-pointer for Jamal Murray. But as I said, though, a three-pointer, as I said, Denver holds on. They hold on and win this game. They will send this to a Game 7 in Houston. Easton for 3. No good. Jokic grabbing a rebound. But if for some reason it elects 6.5 or less now, Rockets come back, and you see Watson with the layup. That's in there, and the lead up to 21 now for the Nuggets. But I said if the Rockets somehow come back and win this game, they're on their way to Oklahoma City. That is why I said for the goal is that both teams want to play 3 straight road games, as the series will start off in OKC, regardless of who wins the series. Braun feeding over to Murray. 5:50 to play here in the fourth. Murray dishing it over there. I believe that was Brown, but that's no good there. Shot clock was set to expire anyway. Smith Jr. back over to Eason. Eason back to Holiday. To Smith Jr. Okogie for 3. No good. Brown with the rebound. Brown still holding on to it right now here. 14 on the shot clock. Back to Jokic. Over to Murray. Murray for 3. That's in there. That's a 24-point lead for the Nuggets. And the Nuggets look primed to force the first Game 7 of my season playthrough. Şengün over to Eason. Eason for 3. Good. Tari Eason bringing the Rockets within 21. Jamal Murray coming around. That shot is up. That's good. Jamal Murray in the lead up to 23. Said the Nuggets led by as many as 24 earlier here. 4.5 to play. Smith Jr. And he's going to go to the line shooting 2 as Peyton Watson called for his first personal foul. Second team foul against the Nuggets here in the fourth quarter. The Rockets. You see Smith Jr. will hit the first one here. We're going to see Kevin Durant for the first time in this fourth quarter. Same with Amen Thompson. And for the Nugs. Murray, we got Hardaway Jr., Johnson, Gordon, and Jokic. Smith Jr. will sink them both. Murray grabbing the offensive rebound right now. Jokic coming around. And there's Durant with the steal. Over to Thompson. Back over to to Smith Jr., I should say. Smith Jr. feeds over to Thompson here. 4 to play in the fourth quarter. He's still holding on to it now. Thompson, and that's good. Amen Thompson with 17 points and the deficit down to 19. 3:45 to play in the fourth. It's 108-89 for the Nugs. Murray for 3. No good. Durant with the rebound. Gives it over to Amen Thompson. Thompson feeds it over to Smith Jr. Back over to Durant. Durant still has it. Durant coming around the layup. That's in there. 17-point lead now for the Nuggets. It's a 6-0 run. By extension, a 9-2 run because it was a 24-point lead. Gordon for 3, and that's going in. That falls in, and the lead up to 20 again. KD with it. We got 10 on the shot clock. KD dishes over to Thompson. Thompson for 3. That's in there. KD with the assist. The deficit down to 17. 2.5 to play in the fourth. These made shots are too little too late for the Rockets here. It's looking more and more like we're going to have a Game 7. Jamal Murray. Over to Hardaway Jr. Back to Johnson. Johnson for 3. No good. Smith Jr. with the rebound. Smith Jr. coming around with it. Durant with the slam dunk. I said Smith Jr., but it was Durant that had it the whole time. Look at that. Baseball pass to Johnson, but Hardaway Jr. will have it. They shoot it back over to Gordon. Over to Jamal Murray. 9 on the shot clock. 5 on the shot clock. We got Hardaway Jr. for 3, and that is in and out. Thompson will grab the rebound. Thompson over to Durant. Durant for 3. That's in there. It's a 12-point game with a minute and a half to play. 17-5 run in nearly the last 3.5 minutes, and that's stolen by the Rockets here. Chance to get closer. And there, Durant thought about the 3 for a second, but he passes it up. Durant's going to go to the line or gets a layup. That's no good. Hardaway Jr. will get the rebound. Think about it. That's actually an 8-0 run, actually, by the Rockets right now. Part of that 17-5 run. There's a 3 by Murray. No good. Thompson with the rebound. Under a minute to play. Amen Thompson coming around the layup. That's in there. Suddenly, it's a 10-point game. The Rockets have reached the century mark. 111-110. They are making this interesting right now. Get it over to Murray. Murray with the layup, and the lead is up to 12 again. 34.8 to play. Durant. He'll shoot the quick 3. That's no good. Jokic grabbing a rebound. And there's a 3-point attempt. That's no good, and they can just hold on. No, I thought for a second that they had the shot clock turned off. And there, Durant, there's a 3-pointer there. That's good. It wasn't going to really matter if he made it or missed it anyway. But they say the 2 best words in all of sports will be Game 7, and we will have a Game 7. Our first Game 7 in my season playthrough in the first round, where the Nuggets defeat the Rockets 116-101. As I said, our first Game 7 will come up in a couple of days. As we look at Nikola Jokic being interviewed by Ali LaForce. Of course, you can't hear that because I had the game commentary turned off. Otherwise, what's the purpose of me commentating the game? But stay tuned. We will have the post-game player statistics after we look at the player of the game. The look at the post-game player statistics brought to you by 2K Sports. And we start off, of course, with the victorious Denver Nuggets. Got Jamal Murray, 33 points and 6 assists. Cameron Johnson, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Another triple-double by Nikola Jokic, 19 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists. Tim Hardaway Jr., 15 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Aaron Gordon with 9.7 rebounds, 2 assists, close to a double-double for him off the bench. Christian Braun, 8.6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. Jonas Valanciunas with 8 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, close to a double-double for him off the bench. Peyton Watson with 2 points, 2 rebounds, and a block. Zeke Naji had 2 points and 2 rebounds. Bruce Brown with 3 rebounds, 5 assists, followed by Hunter Tyson with no stats at 2 minutes of play. Deron Holmes played for a minute. So did Jalen Pickett. Julian Strawther was the only player who did not play for the Denver Nuggets in this Game 6. And now for the Houston Rockets. They were led by Alperen Sengun. 28 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. He had a double-double in this game. Amen Thompson, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 block, close to a double-double for him. Kevin Durant, who struggled from the field, he only went 9 of 21 shooting. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Jabari Smith with 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Tari Eason had 9 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Aaron Holiday with 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and a steal. Josh Okogie with 2 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, followed by Clint Capella with no stats in 5 minutes of play. Dorian Finney-Smith only had 5 rebounds. He went 0-4 shooting, total-wise, 0-2 from beyond the arc. Reed Shepard only went 0-1 shooting in 1 minute of play. Jay Sean Tate, 0-1 shooting in 2 minutes of play. Steven Adams, Jeff Green did not play for the Houston Rockets, and that will do it for your post-game player statistics. And we are going to stay in the Western Conference in our next video here. We have game number 6 between the 4th-seeded Timberwolves and the 5th-seeded Los Angeles Lakers from Crypto.com Arena, our second game 6. The Lakers are looking to try to close this series out at home, where they actually came back from behind from 19 down in the first half to defeat the Timberwolves by 11. They actually ended that game on a 28-6 run, actually, in the last 8.5 minutes of that game. They were down by 11, but ended up winning by 11, 102-91 in Game 5, setting themselves up a chance to finish the series off at home. So we got Game 6 of the Timberwolves and Lakers. Be there or be squared. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit the like button and comment on this video. If you're new to this channel, in addition to liking and commenting on this video, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do drop. And also, if anybody who is inclined to donate to my Cash App, there is a link in the description down below to my Cash App, as well as where you can find me on social media for my X and Instagram accounts. And with that, I'm getting ready to sign off here. As the final score of the game, the Denver Nuggets become the first team to force a Game 7. They defeat the Rockets 116-101. We will have a Game 7, guaranteed Game 7 for sure, coming up in a few days. And with that, I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.